These are the beasts that you can take for a wild time in the desert. You can dominate sand dunes without a speed limit. But not just any vehicle is up to the challenges of tackling a drive in the desert. So let's uncover the top 5 desert vehicles. Mercedes G-Class. If you're watching a movie that features desert driving, chances are the vehicle Hollywood chose for those scenes was a Mercedes G-Class or AMG G-Class. It's not hard to see why the G-Class screams adventure while retaining a ton of luxury. But it's more than just a pretty exterior, and the G-Class has some serious utility, making it great in the desert. The G-Class has an independent double wishbone front suspension, rigid rear axle, and electric power steering, which work together to make the vehicle ultra-precise on and off-road. It also has a multi-mode suspension to offer adjustable damping. Of course, the V8 engine provides much power to push through sandy terrain. It generates 416 horsepower and 450 pound-foot of torque, making it possible for the G-Class to go from 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds. Its 9-speed transmission and 2-speed transfer case offer a massive gear span, and different driving modes let you customize your experience even further. A specific desert mode is pre-programmed for sandy surfaces, and it can be selected in a high range without differential locks engaged for maximum flexibility. The G has a ground clearance of 9.5 inches and a fording depth of 27.5 inches. It can climb hills up to 45 degrees of incline and can handle 35 degrees of sideways tilt. You'd be hard-pressed to find a dune too steep for this rugged machine. Of course, all of these killer features come paired with the luxury Mercedes is known for, like heat and noise insulating glass, cabin air purification, and a ton of cool tech. The AMG version of the G-Class adds a twin-turbo engine, speed shift technology, and a dynamic select driving mode program. It has 60/40 rear bias, 3 lockable differentials, and permanent 4-wheel drive. Simply put, either version of the Mercedes G-Class offers a seriously luxurious and capable ride through the desert. The only downside? Price. The G starts at $139,000 and the AMG at $179,000. You'll only see the ultra-wealthy driving these dune-ready beauties. Land Cruiser. Our next vehicle is more affordable than the G-Class, if you can find it. The Toyota Land Cruiser was synonymous with off-road adventures for over 70 years. It was the car manufacturer's flagship SUV for decades and became a common sight in desert landscapes. But in 2021, Toyota announced they were discontinuing the Land Cruiser in the US. The Land Cruiser is powered by a 5.7-liter V8 engine with an 8-speed transmission, generating 381 horsepower and 401 pound-foot of torque. It also comes equipped with standard full-time 4-wheel drive. It has a decent bit of power and can hit 60 miles per hour within 7 seconds so that you can tear up the dunes with the best of them. Its 8.9-inch ground clearance is good enough for most terrain, and its double wishbone front suspension and multi-link rear suspension keep it stable and smooth. You have plenty of options to customize your driving experience with selectable modes. Mud and sand mode gives a high wheel slip level in L4 or H4, allowing the wheels to dig into the surface to ensure traction. The multi-terrain select traction control minimizes selective wheel braking to allow for wheel spin. The Land Cruiser also has tons of braking, traction control, and stability systems to enhance performance and ease wear and tear in harsh conditions. Active traction control, hill start, and downhill assist are handy on desert dunes. The Toyota can tackle hills up to 42 degrees, and the front and rear bumpers have been designed to slide over any obstacles if the vehicle does make contact with the ground. Plus, the Land Cruiser has all the top safety and tech features that Toyota has become known for offering standard vehicles, making it an excellent choice for off-road and city driving. The 2021 Land Cruiser started at $87,000, making it a more affordable option for people who wanted to off-road in the desert with some bells and whistles without spending a small fortune. There's talk of Toyota returning the Land Cruiser to the US in the future. If you live in a country where they're still sold, you can buy a J300 Land Cruiser that's even lighter, more powerful, and teched out than the older models for around $70,000. Jeep Wrangler. The Jeep is one desert-friendly vehicle, but it's hard to imagine it would ever disappear from the assembly lines. This highly customizable classic off-road vehicle remains a popular choice for many desert drivers. There are 13 different models of Jeep Wranglers available in the US market, so to say you have a lot of choice in features is an understatement. This is one of the reasons Wranglers maintain such an enthusiastic fan base. Endless customization options mean you're never bored. You can buy a Wrangler with 4- and 6-cylinder gas engines, a 6-cylinder diesel, a 4-cylinder 4xe plug-in hybrid, or a Hemi V8 in the Wrangler 392. The 3.6-liter V6 gas Wrangler can come as a manual, and all other Wranglers have an 8-speed automatic. The Extreme Recon package will give you massive 35-inch tires to provide a whopping 12.9 inches of ground clearance, a 47-degree approach angle, a 40-degree departure angle, and the ability to ford up to 33 inches of water. And a Rock-Track Rubicon delivers an incredible 100-to-1 crawl ratio. An electronic sway bar disconnect system remotely disconnects your sway bar so the front wheels can drop and compress, improving suspension articulation. And you can adjust throttle, transmission shift points, and traction control for peak performance in just about any situation. The Jeep Wrangler can undoubtedly climb some serious sand dunes. And with a starting price point of $31,000, this desert beast is super accessible. Ford F-150 Raptor. No best desert vehicle list would be complete without the Ford Raptor. This off-road classic continues to get better with each new generation. No surprise since Ford took inspiration from desert racing in the design. A 5-link rear suspension featuring extra-long trailing arms, a panhard rod, and 24-inch coil springs allows the vehicle to maintain axle position on challenging terrain. The new models also have the largest ever shocks on a Raptor. These state-of-the-art shocks offer position-sensitive damping adjustability, which means they're more resistant to heat buildup and can react faster to terrain changes, even in the extended desert running. Electronically controlled base valves are designed to have upward of 1,000 pounds of damping per corner at desert speeds. We told you this one was a desert racer. The Raptor's twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 delivers 450 horsepower and a massive 510 pound-foot torque. Or you can upgrade to a 5.2-liter supercharged V8 for even more power. High-power fans built into the cooling system and the extended-range 36-gallon fuel tank ensures you can explore for a long time. There are 7 selectable driving modes, hill start assist, and trail 1 pedal drive to make harsh conditions more manageable for the driver. And if you want to tow your other toys into the desert, this is the vehicle for you. A Raptor can tow over 13,000 pounds and has a special trailer sway control to ensure your load stays put. Ground clearance is an impressive 13.1 inches, but it can't conquer hills like some of the other vehicles on this list. Its angle of approach is limited to 31 degrees, and its departure angle is just under 25 degrees. The Raptor's base model pricing is about $77,000, making it a middle-of-the-road price point for off-road enthusiasts shopping from this list. Nissan Patrol. And finally, the top spot for vehicles perfect for cruising the dunes of the desert goes to the Nissan Patrol. Sold under the moniker Nissan Armada or in a luxe version as the Infiniti QX80 in the US, the Patrol has become one of the most popular vehicles in the Middle East, where desert driving is essential. Variable 4x4 modes are standard on the Patrol, allowing desert drivers to adjust power to different wheels for different needs, including a sand mode. The Patrol also features hill start and descent modes that control speeds while stabilizing the vehicle during climbs and descents. Plus, computerized assisted braking minimizes the chances of accidents by helping to manage wear and tear on tires. Sandy terrain and scorching heat are tough on tires, and this feature helps prevent a sudden burst. This may seem minor until you're trying to change a tire in the desert. The Patrol is marketed as a vehicle for the desert. Seriously, the copy on the Nissan webpage starts for dune lovers. This vehicle is specifically designed to drive in the desert with the ability to travel city roads when needed. Its adaptability is what makes it the top-selling SUV in most desert countries. It's become so synonymous with dune driving that Nissan just rolled out new models called the Patrol Safari and the Super Safari. These dune beasts have even more features to make driving in the desert fun and safe. The Safari adds an additional 10.5-gallon sub-fuel tank to increase the range you can explore far from gas stations. And a differential lock allows you to distribute torque evenly between the rear wheels for enhanced grip or lock the front hubs in incredibly challenging situations. It offers a higher angle of approach, departure, and ramp clearance angles. Drivers can handle inclines of up to 39 degrees with total stability. The Super Safari adds some nice-to-have desert features like a standard winch, pintle hook, and high-intensity rear fog lamps. You can snag the basic level trim for around $76,000, capable of desert driving with interior comforts. With an accessible entry point and many options to customize your ride for the desert driving you like, the Nissan Patrol takes the top spot for the desert vehicle. Which one of these desert monsters would you add to your garage?